Hello, welcome to Ephemera Files by Tommy, and today I'm going to make a tassel. And since this is a part of the hashtag MMMJJC May Mystery Mayhem Junk Journal Challenge, I have to use 3 random embellishments, enhancements, whatever we would call them, and I have ridiculous things. Thank you very much, Julie, at Dear Julie Julie. When I drew tassel, I also drew envelope, junk mail, and stamping, which are not the first things I think of when making a tassel. So I have already pre-prepared part of this so that you didn't have to deal with a lot of hemming and hawing. And I'm just going to jump right in and see if what I am thinking about actually works. We'll find out. At the worst, I end up with a tassel, right? Okay, so I did pull out different fibers that would work with my tassel. Some of these I've already used in the journal. Like, let's see, I've already used this and this and this and this. These 3 I have not used in the journal, but I had them pulled out. This I have already used in the journal, and it's actually a big piece of fabric that I have, but I just went ahead and used my pinking shears and cut some strips so that I could add that to the tassel, just to save a little time on filming. I also intend to use my thread that I'm using for binding as well to help put the tassel together. I went ahead and I got junk mail. I got these 3 envelopes out of my collection and punched out some flowers from the blue part of this envelope and from the design part of this envelope. And the colors went really well with the journal. I pulled this out as well, but I don't think I'm going to be using it. I may use it elsewhere. Since an envelope was part of what I needed to do, and I'm not sure that the junk mail envelope would count twice. I'm pretty sure not. I think they're 2 different things. I went ahead and I made some envelopes, or at least punched them out and got them ready, from other digitals, from the, what was this? Antique floral? Assorted floral. I think it's assorted floral kit from Dear Julie Julie. And for stamping, I also pulled out this ribbon. I've used this ribbon elsewhere in the journal as well. And I stamped on it with this, with a rose gold metallic ink that is pigment based. So it is currently hanging on my light and drying. And I have 2 of those ribbons that are stamped and getting ready to be used. All right. So I think that what I'm going to do is, this is the smallest envelope that my envelope punch will make. Well, at least that it gives me dimensions for. And I haven't played around enough to figure out smaller envelopes yet. I'm sure I could, but I'm getting down to the wire. So I went ahead and I made these. And I figured that they could hang in the tassel. Maybe. I hope. Oh my goodness, I'm feeling a little silly right now because I don't think I've run out of ideas. I think I have run out of mojo for just a bit. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I already know the length that I need to cut my pieces to, and it's about this length. I don't know what length this is. It is about, let's see, there's 12 plus 3, so it's about 15 inches. So it's going to be about a 7.5 inch tassel. My journal is 7 inches, so I'm probably going to trim some of the ends off. But by doing it a little bit long gives me room to be trimming those when it comes time. Okay, so I had 3 of these. And I think that was a loose piece of yarn. I'm pretty sure it's not. Well, it's close. We'll say it's a horseshoe. Oh, look, there's another one. What did I do? Did I already cut 3 pieces off of there for something else? Maybe I did, and I just didn't use them. Or, I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? So there's a third one of that. I'll try to randomize these a little bit. All right, let's pull some of this in. I love this yarn. And I'm about out of it. It used to be a great big ball, and I've used it so much that it's about gone. And I need to, oh my goodness, I must have glue on my fingers or something because it is sticking to me and then bouncing away. I need to see if I can find it again. I don't even know what it's called because I do not have the packaging. So let's throw some lace in here. That is the world famous Dollar Tree lace. That seems to go in every single journal. Go well in every journal, I should say. At least the journals that I make, it lends itself to pretty well. And I am almost done with that blue. I'll probably just keep it out and use it elsewhere in the journal just so it's all gone. Oop, okay. I'll put that over with the other blue and we'll use it elsewhere in the journal as well. Is this the lace that I want? Do I want to use this lace in here? Yeah. Because again, what's the worst that could happen? I use it somewhere else. I think that what surprises me on this lace is I look at the card and I think it's this thin lace that's like one side and it's this wide lace. And I'm like, oh, I forgot that that looked like that. Okay, do I want to put this in here? I pulled it out, but I'm not so sure. It may be just a little bit too, well, you know what? Let's just try it. It may, does it look too rustic? Against, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think once it's all in the tassel, then it won't look rustic at all. Was that everything? I think that was all of the things for the tassel. Oh, nope, these two, my stamped pieces, my stamped ribbons. Throw this one over there. We'll bring this one over here. Kind of mix it up a bit. This one over here. And everything is facing up because the way I tie my tassels, I will tie it this way and then I'll turn it over and tie it underneath. So then it'll be right side up. And this is my binding thread. It's waxed book binding thread. And I did not get my tear ruler out. I have a video where I show you how I use a tear ruler to making tassels pretty easy, at least for me. So I am going to try to tie this. It's a little different doing it this way than it is with my tear ruler. I'm a little bit out of practice. That looks like it's about halfway, doesn't it? I think. All right. And so my next step, after I get all of this straightened up, is I'm going to put my little gourd pin or bulb pin or garment pin, or I think this thing has about 52,000 names. I'm just going to go ahead and put that up under there. So that's already taken care of. Turn over anything that needs turned over, because I think some things got twisted and turned the other direction when I made my tassel without using my tassel technique. Okay, so there's that. I don't know yet if I'm going to tie the top part of it yet. We'll find out what happens after I try to get these envelopes on there. And I think what I may do is thinking that this will lend itself to being the oh, what would I call that? The holder, I don't know, the whatever I put this on. How's that for technical terms? So I am going to go ahead and go through, and I'm going to ink the edges of these, and I'm actually going to go ahead and glue the flaps together real quick. Okay, so to attach my envelopes to the tassel, I'm going to add an eyelet to each of the envelopes themselves, and I'm going to use my Crocodile eyelet setter, I believe is what that is called, and I am going to use some eyelets, and I don't know if I'm going to use the big ones or the little ones. I'm going to see what I've got, but I need to decide which corner I'm going to put it in, and I have to put it in before I assemble the envelope. So let's see, this one will be put together this way, and this will be the top. So I either need a reddish purple or a green, and I've got a feeling that that reddish purple may be, or that green may be easier to find. Maybe. Let's see, dark green. Does that? Let's grab my tweezers. No, I don't like that. Or I could go with the pink. Or maybe that brown actually doesn't look too bad. It's almost a purpley brown. I think I'm going to use that one, at least on that envelope. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to punch my hole first. Make sure I'm using the right side. And I'm just going to come in a little bit. I don't need to come in a whole lot, just enough so that the eyelet has room to grab right there. I'm going to put this in, and then I am just going to go and reset my pieces here. I have a little chart that I actually printed off and laminated, a chart that We Are Makers, which is what We Are Memory Keepers changed their name to, that We Are Makers has on their, on their site. Let's see, this Yes, I'm trying to do it all upside down and backwards and sideways. Right. And there we go. There is that. And now I can glue that envelope together, and it's ready to have the next step done to it. All right, so I need to figure out which bulb pin I want to use on each of these. And I did end up using the brown for all of those, but that doesn't mean that's the color bulb pin that I need to use. Let's see what I've got and we'll go from there. Because I don't think I want to use brown. That's an awful lot of brown in there. I kind of like using the burgundy maroon color with that one because it's right next to those flowers. So that's what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to go ahead and feed this through that hole, and it'll come out the top corner of this envelope and not impede the envelope closing. If I get my fingers to work. My knuckles have been in bad shape the past couple of days. All right, so see, that comes out and then it's right there. And then the envelope closes just fine. So we'll do a burgundy one there. Let's see, I don't really like that yellow there. It's the wrong kind of yellow. Oh, why do I have reds in my pinks? It's like, you've got chocolate in my peanut butter. Oh, come on, get out of there. There we go. Okay, I'm happy with that now. I kind of think maybe this peachy pink might pick up on that pink there. I think that's what I'll do there. And then for the other one, I'm probably going to choose a green since it's right in the middle of that leaf. Just come up just a little further. There we go. There we go. Let's see, and I've got a couple of shades of green, but I think maybe this lighter one, I don't know. I've actually got 3 shades of green, but I'm not going to use the metallic. Let's see. I think, all right, let's put them both up there and see what happens. Or I could go with the brown on this one. Or this darker brown that's the same color as the brad. That's what I'll do. I'll do that. Because I don't like either one of those greens with that green. Alrighty. Alright, so there's our envelopes. They are all ready for the next step. Set them to the side, put my things away. I have these that I cut out of the junk mail, and I don't think I need to do anything to those. I might ink the edges, but I'm not sure about it. These look really, really plain, and I do have a thought. I think I'm going to use my stamp that I used to stamp my pink ink on my yellow ribbon. And I think I'm going to use it to stamp the Uncharted. Tim Holtz made those names too close together. The Rime of the Ancient Mariner and Uncharted Mariner are just too similar for me. So I keep calling it the wrong name. Well, and I've called it other things too. It wasn't even Uncharted Mariner, so I don't know why I'm getting all trippy on that. And so I'm just going to stamp across here, and it's just going to be very, very, very subtle. But it'll give it just a little bit of depth, I think. Just a little hint. If I wanted to, I could emboss it, but I don't think I'm going to. All right, so there's those two. Oops. Immediately plop them over, of course. To put these on, I am going to find a spot. I should probably go ahead and put on the envelopes first. Let's do that first. And I need to get some Velcro real quick. And I store these stuck together so that all I have to do is, if I want a half a circle, then I just get a half a circle. If I want a whole circle, then I cut between the circles on the cellophane. I don't know if there's a right way or a wrong way, but I like the hook part to be up here and the soft part to be down here. And I'm just going to line that up with the rounded corner of that particular piece of the envelope. I'm going to pull this off. And then when I push this down, it will be aligned with the other piece of the Velcro. And I am going to just go ahead and put this on here. There, just like that. And now I'm going to find another one of those bigger pieces. There's one. That one's got one. That one's got one, so I need one to come through on this side, so it'd be this one, yeah. And these envelopes would be easily removed if you don't want them there. Here we go. All right, so there's the envelopes. And now I am going to find some places to put these. And I think I'm going to maybe I want to put it on some of the thinner ones. So that's going to be the yarns. So I'm going to put blues on the red. I think maybe all right, so let's make a sandwich of the flowers on the yarns. And I'm going to put glue on one flower, lay the yarn across it, and then just sandwich the other flower on it. I'm probably gonna add just a little bit of glue where I think it's going to be coming in contact with the yarn, just to make sure that there's glue everywhere. Get that aligned. So there's one. And I don't want to put them all on the same colors, so let's see. Let's grab this one right here. And just do the same thing again. And there's that one. And we'll do the same thing with the red ones. Except for I think all of my yarns were in the red family. Well, no, these guys weren't. So I'll put one on here and one on here. Oh, I went ahead and put glue all over that one. This one's gonna have a, no it's not. Thought it was gonna have a massive amount of glue, but it's not, because I'm gonna put this on this one. There we go. And this time I'll think a little bit before I put that huge amount of glue on there. Because there is such a thing as not enough glue. There is such a thing as way too much glue. Right, so there's that. Let's see. I think that was it, actually. I do want to add some beads on this part down at the bottom. I don't know why, I just do. No, I don't. You know what? I don't know. I'll save that for later. I may want to do something completely different. But there is my tassel using an envelope, 1, 2, 3 envelopes actually, and junk mail where I got my little floral punches, and stamping, which is both on the flowers and on the ribbon. I also inked around the edges. I used some eyelets. I used, let's see, what else did I use? I used all kinds of yarn and fabric and stuff, and I used these bulb pins, and I used that. So I think I've got it covered. What do you think? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, be kind. Bye.